Hi, my name is Jocelyn Maurer, and for my final project, I did something that I felt like would be really beneficial to my job currently. So I will go ahead and show this. So what you can see here is I have compiled a little bit of data. This is basically going off of like a list of employees in a company. The other day we actually ran into an issue where we were getting nominated for an award, but we needed all of these like statistics that we didn't really have on hand. And so working with our current, the current company that we have, or the current system that we have to get all of this information, was actually really time consuming and difficult, and it took us a few days rather than just a few minutes of searching for that information that we could just do on Excel, which would be super nice. So I just compiled a little bit of data that we needed on to turn in for this award. So this is the whole reason why I did it. But anyway, so you can see the employee right here, their start date, ethnicity, date of birth, gender, position, shirt size, employee ID, and the new ID. The new ID is basically the number with my student ID on it. So anyway, so with this information, I have created just your general dashboard. So you'll see in the beginning is just the employee information. I used the VLOOKUP as well, so you can change the employee. It changes all of their information based on, what position they're in, what ethnicity, all the different stuff from the data in the first place. So that is one of the most functional things I think that you can use if you are just able to look it up with a list like that, which is very nice. And then I decided I wanted to do it a little bit more. And so I wanted to do the company demographics. And so these are some of the things that they were looking for when we were turning in this information. So for example, the number of male and female employees in the company, and then also the ethnicities that we have in the company. So I've created pivot tables and then also pivot charts here that are fully functional with the slicer. So if we wanted to just look up females, we can see that we have 15 females, 10 of those are Caucasian, 1 is Asian, 2 is African American, 1 is Hispanic, and 1 is Swedish. And so we can also do the same with male and kind of see the ethnicities that way, which was super nice. When we had to do this on our other system that we use, we had to print out like 15 pages and then kind of look at the data as a whole and then compile it together, which was just ridiculous, I feel like. So this is much more easy and very user-friendly. I also did a company statistics page where we can look at the current total male and female employees, and then the total employees hired per year. So same with these slicers, they're fully functional. You can change it to male and female, see how many are currently in the company of both male and female. And then we can also come over here and then look at how many employees were hired per year. So in 2014, there were 2 hired. In 2018, there were 3 hired, or we can go back to the full map just to see the kind of general broad outcome. And then one thing that we do at the company that I currently work at is we order a lot of swag for employees. And so it is so time consuming to go through every single employee and then have to like print out a report of how many have each. And so I just feel like if there was something like this at my work, it could be really beneficial. You can see the general broad view. Or if you're just like, oh, we're just going to order women's t-shirts this time, we could just do women's large or women's medium or, whatever, things like that, instead of having to print out those reports over and over again. And then you can also see it changes up on the pivot table. So this is just something I felt that would be really beneficial. This is something I actually might use. So I think it would just be a lot better than our system that we are currently using. The compiling of the data is honestly what took me the longest. This project probably took me about 3 to 4 hours, just making sure everything was fully functional, using the VLOOKUP, and then also these pivot tables and slicers, and then making sure it was upheld to the standards of professionalism. So this was my final project, and I hope you like it.